this is the journal, and this is what you should have so far for cells. And this will be your grade, so hopefully it's decent. So this is the fill-in page. If you notice, some of them are crossed out. You aren't responsible for those. If you want to learn them, that's great. If not, that's okay. Then we've got our Venn diagram. By the way, all of this stuff is in a classroom. I have copies of this, so if you were gone, you can catch up. So here we're talking about plant cells versus animal cells, okay? And then we've got the study guide for just where the different organelles are, animal cells, and also with plant cells. You notice I color-coded it to make it easier to learn and remember. And then here's the plant and animal foldable. So it's about the functions of the organelles. So you're going to cut it out and fold it, and this is going to end up being your front page. And then you notice you have these little tabs. So you're going to be cutting these little tabs. And I've color-coded them to match this, so it's easy for me to study and remember. And if you notice, I wrote like what the main function is and something to remind me what it is. So control center, nucleus. Okay, you do not have to do, I left this blank so you knew, you don't have to do this one, you don't have to do this one, and you don't have to do this one. If you want to, that's great, but I'm not making you responsible for smooth ER, rough ER, or Golgi apparatus. So that, then you can self-quiz on the animal cell and the plant cell parts or organelles. I made a little flap. However, you don't need the flap. You can just color code it here and then cover it when you want to study. So basically, I would say, okay, this red thing, that's the nucleus. And then, you know, I would identify the parts, and then I would come down and see if I was correct. See, nucleus, yep. You do not need, once again, central, smooth ER, Golgi apparatus, or rough ER. And it's pretty much the same here, so I'm not going to go over all of this. Just make sure you have all the plant parts that are not a part of the animal cell, like the chloroplast and the cell wall. Okay, so this is the little half piece of paper. It has the North Pole analogy. So you're talking about parts of the cell and making an analogy with the North Pole. And then this one's talking about a house analogy. So you draw a simple picture of a house and you basically just say how it's like cell. Last but not least, I did not include this here because I just haven't filled it out yet, but basically this is what we did in class yesterday. It should be A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. If you need to know what those questions are, I will let you know. And that's it. Cells are fly, yo. Get with it. Okay, that was really dumb. Get with it. My mom said that. Okay.